wait, I got to do this right without Shaun here. In the great words of Shaun Driver, morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. This is the Red Board, and welcome to first. I'm on a loop here because there we go. So we're here for the kickoff of Wrexham women's season. Excited to bring it to you. I'm glad we have some people in the chat already. We're about 14 minutes from kickoff, and we're going against Cardiff, who I believe was the champions last season. They went on and tried to qualify for the Champions League, and I think they lost 7-0, if I remember properly, and did not make it in. So today will be a tough battle. We lost our games with Cardiff last year. I think in the description of the video today, Shaun was referencing Molly Kehoe as a Cardiff player to watch who did number on us last year. Since last year, the Wrexham women have added a few more faces. Now, Shaun's listed Lizzie Craven from AFC. I'm probably going to pronounce the name of the team wrong, but it's Fylde. Nat Clark from Liverpool Feds, and Abbie, this is going to be a tough one for me, Iddendum from Stoke City. Now, when I go through the Wrexham women's homepage where they go through the rosters, I do not see all of those names. So I find that interesting. Let me see here. I'll bring it up for you guys. So I'll go through the roster. For keepers, Del Morgan is the number one keeper. She is very good. And Chloe is our backup. For defenders, we've got Phoebe Davis, Olivia Fuller, Aaron Lovett. And funny thing is I did not know that Miss Doran's first name was Lucia. I just thought, I just always saw Doran. I didn't hear her referenced any other way. I'm kind of almost surprised seeing that first name. Katie Sharp, you'll be able to spot her on the pitch, very tall. And Karen Allen, very good hard-nosed defender, does not back down, runs right in there, not afraid of collision. A lot of good defenders there. Love it. Doran, very, very good. Midfielders. Brooke Cairns. She came on, she was one of the 2 additions, I believe, last year. I don't know if it was after the season started. Rebecca Pritchard, who is more of an attacking midfielder, I think. She does. Oh, hello. I see other people joining in. Giselle, Dawn, Rui, Sharon. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Steve, how you doing? Yes, Shaun is at the run. You got the B team right now. Shaun's out there running his butt off up in Vancouver at the Terry Fox run. I don't know yet if they drew the name, but anyone who signed up that did the runs up there today and raised some money for the Terry Fox Foundation. Hey, Marie, from SoCal. They may win a trip over to Wales and tickets for a game and a really good time. So I don't know who that is. Hey, welcome, David. So I'm just running through the lineup for everyone just joining. Lily Jones, everyone knows her. Featured quite a bit in the documentary. Very good, tough midfielder. And if she has a chance to get some room to belt the ball, unbelievable, powerful kick. Gibbard, Burke, and then we have the new addition of Iddendum. Of course, everyone knows Rosie Hughes, another one featured heavily. The Paul Mullen. Hey, W&G. W&G, I don't know if there's any other scores you'll be bringing today or any other stuff you'll be updating us on, but you're welcome to. Glad to see you here. Yeah, Rosie Hughes is essentially the Paul Mullen of the women's team. The prolific goal scorer, a lot of energy, tough player, really helps drive the women's team. Amber Lightfoot, extremely good. Forward, I think they've had her at different positions last year and settled on forward. Seem to see her in different parts of the pitch. She's definitely very good. And Ava Suckley. I do not see the other players that Shaun ended up mentioning for that were added. I mean, I remember seeing the interviews that the women were added, but I did not see any of them on the homepage roster there. So I did not see Nat Clark, and I did not see Lizzie Craven. So I don't know if this is one of those things. I don't know if the women have a far less limited roster. Obviously, in the men's game, in the EFL, they allow 22-person roster. Here, I don't know in the Adran Premier League if it's more limited, and that's why maybe that shows different people as the season goes on. Not really sure there. Maybe they just didn't have time to get all the pictures taken and everything. Who knows? Hey, Hugh. Nice to see you. Paul Mullen is the Rosie Hughes. Nice done. Well, either way, Paul Mullen would be happy to be compared to Rosie Hughes because she is awesome. If you haven't, Shaun was nice enough to put the feeds in below. And right now they're going over some of the teams and some of the finishes from earlier in the day. You can start seeing some of the other people in the league, and they're starting the broadcast now. From the Rock, I do know that there's at least one game to be played at the Stoke City this year. I think it's 10 home games that they play in this league. I know they have a break a little after midway to break up the season and do a few other things, but the Rock's one of the places I wanted to check out. I guess there's a lot of people that don't particularly like it. I think it looks like an interesting place, and if you're watching the game online, I'm not sure how good the perspective is going to be on this camera when the game starts, but last year, from at least where it was, the field looked enormous. And as many of you know, the field size is not always the same. There are field pitches that are much bigger, and the Rock is one of those. So you're going to see a lot of room out there for people to get loose. And unfortunately, Cardiff is, at least last year, a little bit quicker than the Wrexham women. And when they can get out in the open, some of their forwards, it's a lot for the defenders to corral. There's a lot of space, and they're very talented. So I'd be looking for breakaways today from the Cardiff women. That's how they got a lot of goals last year against us. Something to watch for. What else do we have in chat? Wrexham women would be playing at the Kairas. Yes. They will play, Hugh, at least one game. Like I said, I don't know if they'll be doing more. So I don't see anything wrong. The other thing is, I think I could be wrong here, but I heard like the Rock is 20 minutes from, say, the Kairas. So one of the things that Shaun wanted to do is take some money and put it towards, say, buying some tickets for kids in Wrexham so that they could go and see the games. And the prices are extremely cheap. So season tickets for the women's game are £5. I forget what the age cutoff is, but for kids it's £5, and for adults it's $25 for the season. So we were looking to buy a bunch of tickets. The problem is it's not necessarily like in walking distance for people. So trying to arrange transportation so that kids could go and see the game and get back and everything is the tricky part that they're trying to work through. But hopefully Shaun makes some progress on that soon, and the other people involved in it. But right now, I think Shaun's probably running at the minute or pretty close. So he's somewhere in Vancouver running for his life. As you know, Shaun was a smoker not that long ago. What did he say? About 100 days smoke-free. And he really hasn't tested himself. He didn't, I think he tried to go out for one run, and he didn't get very far, turned around and realized that wasn't happening, and that he was not really going to get in shape before the run. So he just decided to suck it up and tough it out. So that's what he's doing today. Hopefully the crowd will give him energy and power him through it. And he won't cough up a lung in the process, but that's where he is right now, raising money for the Terry Fox Foundation somewhere in downtown Vancouver. Yeah. Let me see. Where should I start? I have my camera funny right in front of where the chat window is, so I have to keep ducking my head around to see what people are saying.
What you should do is
watch. Look at Shaun joining in here. Yeah, he's registering right now. Yeah, so he is watching. Didn't even notice Shaun sneaking into the chat. Probably worried that I'm ruining his show on him. All right. By the way, we don't just talk about the women's game. We occasionally sneak in some discussions about the men. So the women are now coming out onto the pitch. Give you a little shot of that. So they will be starting shortly. I will be switching over to the other feed in a moment. See if there's anything else that I want to call out. Yeah, teams on the pitch. Yeah, I think I'll switch. Switch to the bigger feed. The scoreboard. Still pre-match here. You see, what is it? About 8 past. It's supposed to start at 10 past. So, yeah. They're listing off the rosters right now. Oh, Wrexham does have Natalie Clark in there today. Gibbert, Jones, Suckley, Sharp, Clark, Jones, Hughes, Cairns, Lovett, Fuller, and Craven. So yes, a lot of the new additions are in today. 2, at least, are in. Yeah, Big Brendan. Yeah, I have my camera a little closer than Shaun. I don't know. I got to find some way. Maybe I got to push this thing back. I agree with you. That's way too big. It's too much. I'll do something about that. I don't want to see me that big either. What does everyone think today for a score? We didn't do particularly well in a few of the games against Cardiff, but some of them we held up pretty good. We seemed like we gained progress every time we played them better and better throughout the year. Few additions now. Don't know how well these new additions, the 2 new additions today, are going to improve the team. Hopefully they had a little bit more speed and allow us to match what Cardiff brings.
I mean, I got damn near close last season.
This is a home game. Do we think we can clip one here? Got to have faith. 2-1, Don is saying. Steve's going with 3-2. Yeah, I think some goals going to be scored. I think I'd like to see the 3-2 Wrexham, or I don't know. I might go 2-2. Maybe we're not fully clicking offensively yet. I'm going to go 2-2. Yeah, I see a 1-1. Yeah. Well, this is definitely going to be one of their toughest, if not toughest, teams to come against. 2-1 Wrexham. Yeah, it was a defensive struggle. You're right, Don, last year. A lot of the goals that we gave up were earlier in the season. The defense tightened up and played much better. Also, we seemed to wane at the beginning of the season. Some of the games, we would play them a lot tougher. At the beginning, it would look like it was evenly matched, and they would wear us down and outrun us in the last third of the game and end up getting a lot of goals and making the game look like it was a blowout when it wasn't. Game is underway, and I did not start the clock. I will update the clock in a moment. Ball's cleared back to Dell. She knocks it out wide to the right. Oh, trying to keep it in on that side. Ball's out, going for a throw-in. Wrexham with the ball at midfield. Getting pinged back and forth here. Ball's with Cardiff now. They're throwing it in. Wow, that's a long throw in. They did not get it inbounds, though, just threw it along the sideline. Yeah, Britain Ferry did. Was that the 4-0 game today? I think it was. W&G. They are playing a game of throw the ball in, knock it out, throw it in, knock it out, throw it in, knock it out. This has happened about 5 times now. Another throw in. Lily Jones knocks it around. Cardiff going the other way. We intercept, knock it up in the air. Now Cardiff gets it back. Number of successful passes going to be low so far on the start of this game. It says good, yeah. Hugh saying good possession in the first few minutes. I don't know. Is this? I don't know where I'm going to get my possession stats. Is this in FOTMOB? Ball's back to the Cardiff keeper here. They're taking their time bringing it out. Swinging it around on the left side. Starting to make their way upfield. Wrexham's kind of sinking back a little bit. Intercepted by Wrexham. Kicking it out wide. We'll say it's quite challenging trying to see who's who because the camera is at such a distance. It's also a little bit lower than what we're used to. I believe that the camera is pretty close to where Mark's watching the game from. I haven't been I may turn this up to get a little bit of their. So this isn't marked in the game. Yeah, I thought Mark would be doing the game. I actually wanted to go to one of these games. I was hoping that besides being able to check the place out and see a game, I was thinking, hey, occasionally people are able to walk up to Mark and talk with him during the halftime. And I was thinking that that would be a possibility, but I don't know. Maybe he's not doing the games this year. Wrexham with the ball at midfield, kicking it around. Got a bunch of players forward. Good pass in. Was not able to connect with Rosie. We still have it in Cardiff City's end. Now it's back closer to midfield. Gets knocked out. We'll be throwing it in. They're just trying to settle down here. You see. Yep. Back in a pattern of got to get it out of that right sideline. Long ball ahead. Clear it back to Dell. Trying to bring it up the other side. We swing it back around. Keeping possession for a few minutes, settling down the game, looking to pick them apart a little bit better. Katie swings it out wide to the right. Great pass ahead. Hughes' goalie came way out. Oh, they had a huge chance. Goalie was a mile away from goal trying to pick up the ball that was passed ahead on the right side for Rosie Hughes. Rosie was able to tap it ahead of her, just get around the goalie, and then that touch to get around the goalie centered towards the corner. She was unable at that speed because she was full out to slice it back to anybody in front of the net that other than the defenders. The goalie was nowhere to be found yet. Trying to scramble back could have been a great opportunity, but difficult at that speed to slice it back from that distance. I just changed it. I'm at, is that 603, 616? Yeah, I'm a little, so the game as I'm watching it right now is 616, 617, 618, 619, 620. So the clock in the game that I have, the scoreboard I have is a little ahead. I got to fix that. So I will in just a minute. You're a minute ahead. Okay. I'll see if I can get, I don't know I can get myself anything. 7:57. All right. Yeah, I just jumped ahead too. I just I apologize for that, guys. I'll reset my clock here. Jump ahead in the game. I now have 8 minutes and 15 seconds. So I'm going to sync the clock and. Oh, great. Sorry about that, guys. I just missed it. Cardiff City was coming down the right side. They crossed. Dell handled it beautifully. It was a very tough angle. Dell had to go dive down to her right and in an attempt to block it, and it just went left of the goal. Thanks for pointing that out, Dawn. Yeah, I was a little jumping around with all the screens. I must have slowed up my feed there. Throw in here for Cardiff. Oh, very. Felt. Yeah, Katie was taken out by a forward for Cardiff as she tried to play the ball. Totally took her feet out from under her. Yeah, that's not Dellen goal, you're saying? Oh my goodness, was that ball got deflected and blasted back and drilled Jones, I believe, in the face. That was a very powerful hit. Yeah, so Craven's in net. Craven, Lizzie Craven is one of the new pickups that happened this year. Really surprised because Dell is a fantastic keeper. Um, Lily's okay, you're saying? Yeah. Ball's in, Wrexham has it midfield. Ball's being swung around. Trying to work it into Rosie on the left. Ball gets knocked out. Wrexham with throwing it midfield. Dell has the best name. No bias there from Don Morgan. Loving Dell's first name, I presume. He's a big pickle fan. Oh, that's Dill. I'll be taking a sip of Mountain Dew. I am not sponsored by them. The only reason why I'm holding this up is because I am. So, what I think about poutine is what Shaun thinks about Mountain Dew. So, he likes giving me the business and making me think about that awful snack. And so I'm going to be taking a sip of Mountain Dew on screen for you. Hugh's dropping some knowledge here for us. Connection between the pitch upgrade and the new cop stand development. Bruce Fox, I guess. Wrexham went with the ball on defense. Not exactly sure what that foul was all about. Looked fairly clean. Free kick for Wrexham. Are you Welsh, Don? Shot in on goal from deep by Wrexham. Don't know that had a shot of going in, even if the keeper didn't have it. It was right at the keeper on the far left side of goal. Wrexham fall back wait for them closer to midfield. Cardiff City taking their time, then they chip it far ahead, sprinting down the right side. Cardiff is, they connect up, trying to slice it in. Great defense there. Yeah, Lovett was able to shut that down. And now Suckley over, steals it. Lovett knocks it ahead, tries to get to Rosie Hughes. They're all over her, and they end up knocking it out. Yeah, Evans on defense. I remember her last year. Tall, very fast. Oh, look, the shots from the crowd today. Humphrey Carr should be out practicing for his marathon, shouldn't he? Don, yeah, 50% Welsh. Rosie, sorry. Oh, yeah, Cairns tried to get around on the right side. She had Hughes in the middle. I saw another Wrexham forward sprinting by, but unable to control that first touch at the speed she was going to be able to cross it. Yeah, Humphrey is a very unique-looking gentleman. Very easy to spot in the crowd or above the crowd at his height. So we're at about 16-15 now. Ball's being thrown in from midfield. Good back and forth. I do not have the possession numbers in front of me, if anybody is getting the stats. Wrexham seems to me like they've had a fair amount of the ball, and that they've had more coordinated chances going forward. Just not actually putting that many good shots on net yet. Cardiff has had a couple of long balls that they sprinted out, ran down on the right side, and tried to slice across, and that's what they're doing again. Long blast down the right side. They link up, and good defense. Ball's knocked out for a corner. Yeah. They're really doing that's their play. That's what they've done now 3-4 times, very successfully, where the Cardiff City players are very fast. They can sprint across on an angle, link up with a real long ball from the defense of Cardiff City, and are a threat on that right side. There comes the corner. Nice corner. Need to get her on the men's team. Nice height, curve, dropped it in a really good spot out in front. Just knocked out for a goal kick. Oh, giveaway here by Sharp. I think that was Sharp that gave it away. Akers. Yeah. I made a mistake. Cardiff City did passing there. They could have had a great chance to give away deep in Wrexham's end. Ball's being battled for. Rosie Hughes comes away with it. Oh, trip from behind. Free kick there. Yeah. Yeah, she certainly doesn't have lead training or Don, that's for sure. All right, Wrexham forward, up on the free kick. Ball's passed around to the left. Bad passing. Jones ends up anticipating Wrexham players' movement, gets it wrong, and passes it out of bounds. throw in here for Cardiff City. Wrexham gets the ball. Oh my goodness, clattered into. Kehoe for Cardiff City didn't even try to play the ball. Boom, just major hip check. How's that not a flag? If your foot never makes a move towards the ball and then you lift your leg to make sure you take someone out. Great knock ahead by Jones. Oh, keeper comes out and just ruins a Wrexham player landing on them, trying to knock that ball away. And it appears that when the keeper lands on a player, they get the call. Because that's what just happened there. Yeah. Cardiff City with the ball, bringing it forward. Again, slicing it way ahead for a Cardiff City player who runs it down. Big cross across the box, but nobody home. A lot of Cardiff City players forward now. And good defense on that side. Ball stolen away and then cleared out to midfield. Oh, now there's probably going to be a flag because Cardiff City got hurt. Oh, yes, they give it to Rosie. Let me see this here. Yep, there we go. I get to get my first one of the day. Wrexham steals the ball back, coming forward here. Give away Rosie with the ball in the midfield. It's clipped. Oh, come on, blow that whistle. He is pretty rough there. They can't Wrexham woman near them in an attempt to slow them down. For whatever reason, they give the free kick much further back. Interesting, you're saying Darth Vader since the passing of the James Earl Jones recently. Who was Walt passed away on that free kick. We went for a goal. It was a little bit great shot. I noticed in the women's game, they have a hard time covering the high balls on goal. I think have a really good chance of going Rosie with the ball on the left side. The other one's waiting for her. Balls back and forth. Got the midfield. Still garbled, huh? Sounds wonky. Is it still bad, guys? Another free kick. There's a lot of fouls here by Cardiff City. Oh, Rosie with the ball. Good pass. Good chip. It was a header off the left. Too many defenders in the way. Still bad. Really bad, huh? Yeah, no sound. Yeah, well, I muted for a second so I could yell at my son who's playing video games in the other room, probably killing all my bandwidth. Didn't think you guys wanted to hear that. Hey, Lubbock finally takes out a Cardiff City player just as the fog rolls in here. Now I'm good? Okay. Wrexham with the ball, moving it around, almost give it away, passing around the back a little bit, tried to get it over to Hughes. No. Defense is to sandwich her in a collision. Again, big pass ahead on the right side. I think it was offsides. It is. Whistle's finally blown. What? Denise thinks the sound was fixed, and now Steve's saying it's back again. I'm going to yell at my kid again. How's that? Here we go. I yelled at him again. Hopefully he gets off his game. Deandra, welcome, welcome. Yes, you and Denise just snuck into the chat. I guess Denise has been here a while. I didn't recognize her hopping in a few minutes ago. Very good competitive game so far. All right. Booted him off. He's getting off now. All right, I'm back. He's getting off his game. Ball's being kicked around from the back. We're at the 28-10 mark. Cardiff City with the ball. Yeah, we're definitely holding our own, Deandra. Surprisingly, I see the Wrexham women willing to be quite physical and especially on defense and holding their own. Cardiff, I always thought of as kind of more the quicker, more finesse team, but they are very rough so far in this game. Banging it, more physical play right there before the ball gets thrown in. Yeah, this is going to be a very chippy game. Yeah, it looks like it's pouring. Yeah, that fog definitely rolled in, and can't really see the rain coming down a ton on screen, but I believe you're right. Looks like they are getting wet. Oh, so Deandra is saying that they were relentless physically last year. Maybe I just didn't see it as much. The the plays are worthy of whistles a lot today, and Wrexham got a lot of whistles, but there's stuff they've let go too. So ball on the far right side, trying to bring it across. Oh, split two of the Wrexham players with that pass. Fuller with the ball on the wing, bring it back to the middle, back to midfield, swing it around to the left side. Ball's out wide, back to the middle again. I think is that Pritchard? Yeah. There's one down the middle, ball's knocked ahead. We give it away. Interesting by Cardiff, just setting back there with the defense. Too many bodies to actually get the ball through to the two or three forwards. Nice big physical play there. Um, I'm still going to give my flop. Rosie steals it, gets knocked around, back forth with the ball. Cardiff City chipping it down the right side again for another runner. We're able to defend that one better. A little bit of a definite flop there by our defense. Wrexham with the ball at midfield. Tried to pass ahead, gets stolen. Cardiff then gives away a pass. Wrexham with the ball, midfield again. We're at 32 minutes and almost 20 seconds. Good back and forth, 0-0 game. It was 100% a flop on our side, yeah. That was I'm tired and she's about ready to break past me. I want to sit down right here. So it needs to clean up the pitch. Really good crowd turnout. I haven't heard if they announced how many are there. Not it's not the best day, so you don't see the lots of people around the fence like you typically do. A lot of kids and stuff, and it must be raining hard because everyone who was at the fence is backed up from the chain link fence back to a wooden fence that goes around the property that has some trees overhanging it. Looks like they're all trying to get in underneath some cover where they are. So I'm imagining it's raining a decent amount. Good crosses a little long, headed back in by Cardiff City, knocked away. Cardiff City's trying to regroup, knock it back out to midfield. Swing it around to the right side, a chip ahead. Little room to run on the right. They knock it forward. Nice. What are they calling? That was goal kick, right? Sharp did a great job letting it roll out. Nice little hip check to make sure that Cardiff City could not get to the ball. They allowed. 500 people there? Okay. Sharp with the ball. Not a very good pass there. Jones didn't put enough on it. Ball gets intercepted. Again, it appears they have one play. They keep mashing that long down the right side button. I guess if it's not broken, keep using it. But they're going to have to. We're going to have to freshen up our defense on that side because that's that's who's getting the biggest workout in the game. Ball's going to be thrown in on the far side by Wrexham at midfield, tossing it back, swinging it around. Sharp at the ball, knocks it too far wide left. The station control X button stuck, exactly. They're new to the game. They learned one play. Execute, execute, execute. Both teams are not connecting on passes. Balls are getting intercepted back and forth at the midfield. Cardiff City with it now. Yeah, our midfield passing has been quite lacking. There also seems to be, for me, too big of a separation of where the midfield is and how far away the forwards are on these entry passes. It's the Cardiff defense is close enough to our forwards to cut that pass off. The Wrexham forwards are kind of waiting for the pass to get to them, and the Cardiff defense is able to come up, challenge, get in front of them, knock it away. I think the midfielders have to do a better job linking up. I think they have to carry it a little deeper before they pass. Yeah, we gotta install oxygen on the right side of our defense against Cardiff. Help the defense out. Pritchard with the ball, I think that was. Wow. Lily Jones. I don't know where she was blasting it to. She was blasting it from very deep. Maybe the keeper was off their line and she saw an opportunity, but was knocked down. Love it throwing it in. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Don. When we can get it all the way up to the forwards and in there at their feet, we look dangerous. But those passes are coming to them in tough areas. They're having to sprint to get them and not have full control when the defense sets up on them. Good throw in here. Ball being passed around. Handball. No call. Looks like Cardiff City was about to steal it. Then Wrexham steals it back. Love it with it. Ball's passed around. Sharp now. Bad first touch there. Looks like carrying it forward before we slice it this time, which is smart instead of slicing it so far back. A little long in the pass, trying to connect with, I think, who's that, Jones there? Yeah, pass too far ahead, rolls out for a goal kick. I agree, Don. I'm not seeing that Cardiff have, showing a ton of quality that the Wrexham women uh, above what the Wrexham women are showing. They look like they belong out on this pitch. This looks like two evenly matched teams. I mean, in truth, we're joking about it, but other than seeing the long blast down the right side and having one of their sprinters go down and get it and try to slice it across, Cardiff City's showing that they're good on defense and that they're physical, but they really haven't been able to manifest anything else in the middle and left side of the pitch. It's not that they're trying a lot and getting stopped there. They just keep going down the right side. So don't know yet what we're going to see, and we don't know if they have more quality just sitting on the bench waiting to come in. See what they change at halftime. Wrexham with the ball, far right side, making a good run. Yeah, Jones trying to get around, and it's a wrestling match. Wow. Impressive defense. Able to hold off the Wrexham player, boxed her out for quite a while there. Let the ball roll out for a goal kick. Wow, that's a lot of wrestling. Yeah, not according to the ref, right? Cardiff City with the ball. And what do? Blast it long right. Lovett is able to head it back into the heart of our defense. Chip it out to midfield. Ball gets swung around to the right side. Need to get some people forward, so we pass it back. Then long shot down the right side. I think that's Jones, unable to cross it. Sorry, I could be calling out the wrong names here. Again, I'm finding it hard to pick up the names from this distance. Jones, grrr. Yeah, we just have not been able to get that really good chance yet. I agree, W&G. Well, I don't know. I mean, there were times that we played extremely well against both Cardiff and Swansea, that we looked like potentially even the better team for 10, 15, 20 minutes in parts of those games. And we're still somewhat early here. We've done most of the first half, and we've looked equal to them. Maybe even, you could argue maybe we look a little better than them. But I guess I'd say it's nice to see that we kind of picked up. I thought we got better throughout the year last year, and I was fearful, like we would get set back a little bit over the break. Oh, great cross! Oh, defense gets there, chipped it around. The keeper, Lovett, knocks it ahead. Gibbard crosses the ball, and it was late for Jones. I think that was Jones on the far side trying to come in. Here's a corner. Headed around. Yeah, I have not seen Amber Lightfoot, so I'm guessing she's not up. No, she's out there. Is she? Cardiff City breaking. Wow, we're well out of form. Only a couple defenders back. Great tackle. Shut that down. And they cleared out. Come on. Will you give a card? Kehoe again just comes from behind and clips a Wrexham player, and they don't want to give any call. Yeah, just runs up from behind and hip checks her. She should at least have to pretend like she's going for the ball. She just sees someone runs over, shoulder blocks, and hip checks them. and the ref just smiles and laughs at it like it's part of the game. I'm getting fired up here. Great defense by Wrexham, stops another mini run there by Cardiff. Ball's out in the wing. There's Rosie, unable to get by. Who I think's Cardiff's best defender there. Just I forget her name right now, but she's been shutting down Hughes. Ball can't even get to her. Flopped there by one of the Wrexham women trying to draw something. And that's going to get the old flopping gift that everyone loves. Kehoe with another trip. They just refused to give her 2 minutes here of extra time, 1 minute left. Still no card. To Rosie Hughes to what Kehoe's been getting away with. Not even close. Hey, Craig. Nice to see you. This is just atrocious what she's getting away with here. Blatant, all shoulders hits, not even getting, not trying to stick a foot out and go for the ball, just running into Brendan again. Wonder if my son snuck back onto to his video game. It's 2 minutes, they can call it. Now she's going over to warn one of our players. I wonder if she's from Cardiff. There was just a collision like any other. Free kick by Cardiff. What a surprise, they hit it out to the right side. Ball's knocked out. There we go, halftime, 0-0. Yeah, sorry, Deandra. I did not. I'm on wireless today instead of wired, and I was in the process of switching out a cable, and obviously I did not do a good job at it. So I will fix that later today, but I can't do it mid sound fixed. Yeah, I can't do it midstream here. Frames dropped. Yeah, I'm seeing some droppage there. Apologize for the tech issues. Gonna get that resolved. Oh, so I got a little bit of a surprise here. Let's see what I can bring up here. There's the man, the myth, the legend. That's Shaun, and I believe that's Jason, one of the horde who's in a lot of the stuff, a lot of the chat rooms here. Let me see, what else do I have for, what was their other pictures? Are two of the same picture? Yeah. They got their Wrexham gear on as they're running. That's great. Hopefully they send some more pics. If we can get, this reminds me, if any of you are on X, Twitter, if you can go over and hit subscribe for the Red Horde. 500 is a really big number when it comes to X, and it allows us to do a few more things. So if you can do that, that would be great. Let's see where we are with, I said subscribe, I meant followers. 1 second, I'm just checking X now, see where we are. Yeah, we got 473. We're trying to get to 500. So if anybody does have an X account and you're not already following the Red Horde, if you could follow, that would be quite helpful. Yeah. And if you do and get to 500, maybe we can afford to get a razor for Shaun there, who apparently has never seen one. Oh my goodness. Wait till he sees those pictures, huh? I like teasing him. So we're at halftime here. I think we did a good job. I think we look like we belong. Not seeing all the players that I was expecting. For the women, I don't know. I didn't see a lineup sheet, so I'm not really sure who's on the bench and who could be brought in. Let me see if I can find that while we're talking. On the Wrexham site, they have the lineups. Let's see. For the women, no, they don't do a good job at getting the lineups out there. Let me see. Sunday the 22nd, it's going to be away at Brighton Ferry. And then Sunday the 29th, the women will be at home against Swansea. So, wow. First two home games, Cardiff and Swansea. That's a nice treat for to start the season for the home fans. Aberystwyth Town, I am probably way off with that. Is October, Sunday the 6th, Sunday the 6th. And then the 13th of October is Barrytown and Cardiff Met, and then back to Brighton Ferry. And then New Saints, yeah. Let's see what the table looks like for the women. I think there were a couple of scores. No, our site doesn't show the table yet. A little slow on the Wrexham website to get all the statistics and everything updated. They got to get some more team pictures of the women. Life it is on the bench. Thanks, Deandra. Yeah, I think she's really good. I'm really kind of surprised she wasn't in the game. I kept looking for her. Yeah. Giselle really likes Amber as well. Yeah, she has a slightly different game than the rest of the women. She shows a lot of quality on the ball, I think. I think it would be beneficial. I think they went for some speedier players out there. Maybe they plan on bringing her in the second half. I don't know. Yeah, I agree, Don. On the feed for the game right now, they're going over the first half. They're showing clips. They're showing some of the plays, how we just missed linking up. This was the play that we're talking about, a cross, and could not get there, just missed. That would have been our best chance. Yeah. And they're speaking in Welsh, so I'm not understanding any of that. unfortunately. Phoebe Davis is not in the team anymore. Thought she was, Davies. I thought I just saw her in the um, on the website. That's the women's teams. Phoebe Davis. Going to the roster right now. No, Phoebe's on the roster. At least on the Wrexham website for the women's team. There she is. So again, not exactly sure why she isn't on out there today, but she's definitely free YouTube stream is better than I follow. Yeah, it is pretty funny, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what the rules are. I don't want to get us in trouble, so I didn't want to put the game up and then have myself in the you know smaller window down on the right talking about it. Not sure if we'd get in trouble. So if that is the case, though, if I can stream it, I'll check with Shaun, see what he knows. He's the lawyer, right? So if Shaun believes that we can do that, that'd be the way to go, where you don't have to have my ugly mug so zoomed in and you get to see the game along with us chiming in about it. Just trying to read up on the chat, try to catch up with you guys. Don't know if they're going to make changes at halftime or they're going to wait a little bit to bring people in. Anybody want to talk about our game tomorrow night? What are we thinking? That's the table right now. After all the games from yesterday were settled, we're at 13 points. So even if we were to lose tomorrow, goal difference will basically, unless we got throttled, keep us in first place. I wouldn't say it's a free hit tomorrow, but it is what is expected to be the number one team in the league. So expectations about winning against them away, should be low. I think obviously we're going to commit to this. It's going to be one of the few teams that ends up getting it, maybe even more attention than we do in hype, in resentment. Birmingham is getting. So this is one of those ones where we get to come in and they're not gunning for us as much as, say, other teams are looking to kind of make a name for themselves by taking up the hated Hollywood Wrexham team. Birmingham has enough hate coming their way to just sit back and think that they're the main target for everyone, which, based on how much money they spent, they definitely are, right? They have all the talent. They have no excuses. They have all the expectations. So myself as a player, I always loved coming in as the underdog, felt free of that pressure and could really just not focus on that, but just give it everything I had. That's what I'm hoping the Wrexham players do, go flying around. I presume we'll do what we typically do, especially away, which is sit back, try to feel the game out at first, see if Birmingham is attacking, coming at us really hard. Try to weather that and then settle in and then start countering. But who knows? Maybe we'll switch it up for this game. Maybe we'll get ultra aggressive. They won't expect it. I wouldn't from Wrexham, so maybe that would be the plan. Adora, hello. Yeah, our undefeated streak. That is pretty impressive. I like the number of clean sheets in a row too. Um, Equally as impressive. So that's the thing when you look at if you look at the scores from the Birmingham games, they're not blowing anybody out. You know, they don't have. Do they have any clean sheets? Let's see. I didn't think they had many. If they do, um, and 3-2, 2-1, 0-2, 2-1, 1-1. They're not devastating teams, right? So you'd think that we're one of the better teams, especially the way we're playing, to go against that. So that would tell you that we could be looking for a close game, that we should have a shot at this. And if the ball bounces the right way, then we could potentially take this game. Again, I'd be very happy just getting a draw and keeping our unbeaten streak alive. But it would be incredible to get the 3 points tomorrow. And it would be nice to shut down Alfie May, as Don's talking about. Was there any news on Mullen after Salford? I saw stuff saying that, they were admitting that he was limping off. So I do think he got dinged up. I don't know that it's enough to keep him out of Monday's game. Same thing with Elliot Lee. They definitely admitted that he was dinged up in the game. And they're thinking that these extra few days, the extra 2 days actually, right, will make a difference, and that maybe both of them will be playing. I would bet, because Mullen got dinged up, that he definitely won't be starting against Birmingham. Not that that's really Parky's style anyway, where he likes to stick with what's working, and Marriotta's obviously working at the moment. So I would guess that Mullen's on the bench, even if he is a little dinged up, to come in late if we need a spark, or if Jack Marriott gets hurt. But yeah, and hopefully Lee's available. What are we looking at? I can hear noise going on my screen here. Let's see. No, they're just coming back. They're talking still at halftime. Yeah, no, I'm married's been killing it. So, we're about ready to start the second half. Second half is just about ready to go here. But there's the whistle. And we're underway. Wrexham at the ball on the far left. And physical play right away. A couple of hip checks. Cardiff steals the ball. And they swing it around to Cardiff's right. Cardiff now going from right to left on the screen. And like I said, as usual, they tried to go down. Cardiff did down Cardiff's right, our left. And the ball's out of bounds over there. David putting out what he thinks is the lineup: McLean, TOC, EOC, Max, Barney, Lee, Dobson, Cannon, if available. Yeah, I agree. I think they might try to sneak Cannon in if he's feeling well. Mary Palmer. Yeah. And if not, Cannon, Rathbone. Yes. Thing is if Lee is dinged up, then that's where Rathbone goes, you'd think. And if Cannon still can't come back, then that's when I think that there's a stronger chance that McLean comes to the midfield, and we're looking at Severevan getting in out on the left to start the game, which I almost kind of want. Not that I'm saying that I obviously you ideally want to stay with your lineup that's been working, Cannon and Lee and Dobson in the center and Barney and McLean on the wings. But if we're playing with a diminished Cannon and Lee, we might be better to try to mix it up and get Severevan out there. So, at least my thoughts. It's glad to see the CEO there. Sorry, the director at the game. Is Mendy still out? No, Mendy's played some in the Salford game. But they didn't let I believe they pulled Mendy fairly quickly, the 60th minute maybe. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. And I didn't know if that was because they didn't want to let him go too long. You know, they kind of had him a little bit on the restricted minutes thing. But even if Mendy was healthy, I don't think he's unseating McLean, certainly. And would you put him in instead of Severevan? I wouldn't. I know that there's a lot of people, a lot of Red Horde members that are just loving Cardiff throwing in the ball on the left. That they love Mendy. Like, there's a lot of people that's Mendy's obviously their guy. Cardiff with the ball deep on the left side for their left side for a change. Not really making any progress. Ball's being kicked around, picked up by the keeper. Yeah, I know there are a lot of Mendy fans, and I am not as high on Mendy as everybody else is. I would have him third on our depth chart on that left wing. So, I mean, maybe he gets in. Maybe you guys see that differently, but I wouldn't imagine, unless there's a lot of injuries, that we see him much this year. It's always a weird thing when you suffer an injury. There's a bunch of different sports where, oh, gee, a Cardiff player running into one of our players. And it's, oh, for a change, it wasn't Kehoe. But, of course, no flag. There's always that decision that the coach has to make where if someone was the starter, they get injured, do they get their job back when they're healthy? Well, what if the person who replaced them is playing much better or appears to be playing much better? Wrexham with the ball deep. They try to cross it. Bad cross. Gets picked off by Cardiff. They try to clear, and Wrexham intercepts, trying to reset. And a horrible pass. Cardiff now on a break coming back. Coming down the left side. They must be confused. Why are they over on the left side? They try to bring the ball all the way across field to the right, where they obviously feel more comfortable, but they lose the ball in the process. Cardiff steals the ball back and promptly loses it. Yeah, Wrexham with the ball. Yes, I absolutely agree with you, Don. The weakest foul of the game got a yellow card on what is considered our best player. And that means that she has to watch herself so that she doesn't get thrown out of the game. Now she has to be less aggressive, Rosie Hughes. And their most aggressive player is cleaning Wrexham players out. on the regular, and I see the referee just laugh about it, and no design about giving a card at all, not questioning it in the least, not even giving the defender we're talking to. Oh, Gilbert, that was the best play. I'm sorry I wasn't doing the play-by-play there, but that was one of the best passes by Wrexham. We came up the middle this time instead of more on the right side trying to cross it, and tried to fit a nice little, angled pocket pass, a tight window to slide it through to Gibbard, and she was getting bodied, made it difficult to get good connection on her kick, and keeper was able to field it. But that was one of the best chances so far. Ball coming into the Wrexham end, picked off by Wrexham, kicked back to Cardiff. Again, we're back to this back and forth. Got to kind of settle here. Nice call, Steve. Yes, Dallas could use Kehoe at linebacker, add a more heightened level of physicality. A lot of chippiness on the far side there. What a surprise. Cardiff taking out a few Wrexham players. Wrexham with the ball. Yeah, I mean, why play the ball when you can just grab someone and pull them to the ground? I mean, you're not going to get the foul, right? So just do it. Grab, pull, hip check, shoulder check. I'm not one that's all for a lot of whistles in a game, but I wouldn't mind a few yellow cards here to clean it up. The game can't get any flow with what Cardiff's getting away with. They're not just banging players; they're taking them totally out, spilling them to the ground, killing the play. Cardiff trying to get Wrexham to misplay the ball in their end. A lot of people forward. Now a yellow card? What? That better not be a card. That was awful. Here comes the kick by Cardiff in a dangerous area just outside the box. She goes for net and scores. Price with the kick. Wasn't exactly a blast. I mean, it's a very nice placement. Yeah, it's what I said. I mean, she played the ball a little high, and lobbed it right over the keeper. The keeper jumped, but couldn't really get to it. I don't know if she was in perfect position, whether or not she gets it. It would have been close. The inability to cover the top part of the net um, leaves you susceptible to, if you give a player enough time and they can place it well, then you're in trouble. Cardiff ran into a Wrexham player, and literally when the Wrexham player was trying to kick the ball from one side to the other, they were using their arms kind of in a swinging motion, and it looks like they might have clipped. Yeah, running out from behind. Oh, she hip checks her from behind and hurts herself. Oh my word. She was running directly into the back of the Wrexham player and hurt herself by smashing her face on the Wrexham player. Nice. Really nice. Yeah. This is what it looks like right now. This is what she's doing. Atrocious. Wrexham with the ball on the right side. Got a bunch of work to do. Oh, nice little tip ahead. Long way to cross. Ball gets knocked out. That's a corner. What? That linesman's paying zero attention. First called it. Did they change the call? It's so zoomed in, I can't tell. Watch this. It deflects. Ping, ping, goes right off her foot. She kicks it out of bounds, and they give a goal kick. This is awful. Not a corner. Right. The defender lifts her leg up. She's in the air. She lifts one foot up and skies the ball. And nope. Goal kick. Unfortunately, we're not getting a lot of pressure. It would have been good. It would have been really helpful to get a corner, set something up. Wow. Awful job by the keeper, Craven, there. Sharp got the ball, cleared it over to the keeper. The keeper felt some pressure, had a bad first touch, panicked, blasted the ball out. Not exactly sure what that call was. Linesman on the other side giving it to Wrexham, so we're going to be clearing it. Yeah. Better not mishit this. This keeper is way out of goal to boot this ball. Better make a good connection. Yeah, give herself time to get back into the goal. And promptly puts it out of bounds. It's awful. And we've got subs. Are they really bringing Rosie Hughes out? They're bringing in Lightfoot. Holy mackerel! You're subbing out Rosie Hughes in a 1-0 game. You're down. She didn't look hurt. She didn't look particularly tired. Make it make sense, guys. What's going on? Yeah, I definitely don't know what's going on. I mean, I'm not listening to the broadcast, so maybe they have a clue about what that's all about. I wouldn't say that Hughes has looked particularly dangerous out there. She hasn't. Typically, she gets the ball closer to midfield and carries it into the attacking zone. But she's been very far forward. They haven't been able to link up with her. Cardiff has done a great job at denying her the ball. I don't know, maybe hopefully they don't give that same kind of treatment to Amber. They play more of a zone, but that was awful. So Cardiff tried their long ball ahead on the right side. 3 Cardiff players got behind Wrexham's defense. Our keeper was able to just knock it out on the far right side, reset our defense, and Cardiff has the ball swinging it around now. Wrexham gets the ball, playing it around a little bit, knocking it ahead. We only had 1 player on their half of the field. So that long knock ahead was just to kind of give them a break. Second possession is 52% Wrexham, 48 Cardiff. Cardiff has the advantage in the second half, though, 46-54. Cardiff with the ball at midfield. Playing quite a high line defensively. I don't know that I saw as much of this last year. It's very evident today that they're working very hard at a high line. They actually subbing out. They're subbing out Kehoe. What is this? What is going on in this game? Cardiff said, "Oh, Wrexham, you think you can take out your best player and just sit them on the bench? We can do that too." What? I don't get this at all. I am not a football expert, but I am baffled today. Oh, that was a pretty dive by a Cardiff player. Got them nothing. Wrexham unfortunately gives them the ball anyway. Cardiff's nice enough to hand it back. I think you lost this. Play it back to the goalie, which has not gone well all day. And that was cleared out. I don't know if that hit the Cardiff player or not. He got traded to the Eagles mid-game. Yeah. Kehoe's going to fly to the U.S. and play American football later today. Dangerous ball in by Cardiff. Boxed out well defensively. I think it was Levitt. Keeper was able to grab it. Yeah. Nice big flop there. I didn't get to the flop emoji in time, but Levitt had her boxed out, so she dove and tried to pull Levitt down, was unsuccessful in doing that. Not saying our new keeper has been bad, but I haven't seen. I think she could have been better, and I haven't seen anything that makes me think she's considerably better than Dell. So I don't know. Is Dell not available today or what? I believe that some of the women still have. Is Karen Allen playing? I don't think she is. I'm not seeing a good lineup. I didn't see her. Let's put it that way. I mean, Allen's usually hard to miss out there. Although I will admit, for Cardiff sprinting down the left side, our defense was well out of shape. There's a great cross. Cardiff player decides to do somersaults for some reason, and that doesn't help her strike the ball. Great run down the left side and cross, but nobody home for Cardiff. It's a strong clear corner now by Cardiff. Here's the kick. Good service in. Ball right on the edge of the keeper's box there. Cleared out by Wrexham. Taking their time. Long ball ahead to midfield. Doesn't connect with anybody. The ball's being passed back and forth between Wrexham and Cardiff. No one linking up. Ball knocked out. Wrexham ball. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think they're just being cautious and thinking that it's a long season? They don't want to push certain players too early, so they're more focused on people getting a good run and everything. I don't know. I mean, we know the Wrexham women have had a pretty good active preseason. So you'd think, and Rosie was definitely a part of that. You'd think that she's in good physical shape, unless she had a ding I didn't know about. So why pulling her? She's not. She's definitely not the reason I would think that that Wrexham's not productive offensively right now. Wrexham trying to bring it out from the back here. Awful pass. Gets knocked out of bounds. A little sloppy again with our passing. Yeah, it's you're not going to you're not going to score a lot off of Cardiff anyway, so you don't really want to obviously be letting them get out ahead. Stuckley with the ball, throws it in. We don't seem to have enough players forward so that when we try to play the ball long, they're 1-on-3. You know, there's no options to pass. They have to just have an incredible 1-on-1 and score. And obviously that's far more difficult, right? Wrexham with that was a clean slide tackle. Come on. Pritchard. Oh, Suckley who had an opportunity there. It was difficult. She had to collect the ball coming from her left, got it onto her right foot, and then goes to blast, and it comes off the side of her foot. Pritchard coming in finally. Are you telling me that Pritchard wasn't good enough to be out there? That's hard to believe. We're going to get to see one of the new players coming in for Suckley. Abbie. We're almost at the 70th minute. I really don't know. Interesting lineup. I don't know enough about these new players to know whether or not they should be on the pitch ahead of the players that I know. But I certainly don't understand this. The Rosie Amber Lightfoot. Great cross here by Cardiff. Price tried another long ball, tried to play it high, but she got under it a little bit and skied it. I mean, that's what it must have been. It must have been the thought must have been we're not going to come back against Cardiff anyway. Or if we do, we'd be lucky to. And since Rosie has a yellow card, we need her to make sure we win every game that isn't Cardiff and Swansea. So get her out of the game. That's what it must have been. I mean, she's the only one with the yellow card, right? So they had to be a little bit worried that they could lose her. And that really shows you the impact of that yellow card. I mean, it was on such a BS play, and then they allow everything else that they were allowing. You really can't. You're looking at the referee going, you can't expect that she won't call another ridiculously bad call again and have Rosie tossed and then not available for the next game. So maybe that was why they got her out of there. Wrexham able to keep the ball in. Passed out on the left. Amber with it. Not able to do anything. Pritchard now. Ball gets stolen. Cardiff on the counter. Coming down the right-hand side as usual. Price. Nope. Keeper comes out. Gets to the ball. Well, it doesn't look like we've given up. Subs have brought some new life. We're at least having more bodies forward now when we bring the ball over midfield. We're typically only seeing one or two now, seeing at least three or four. You get the ball out wide. That's where you see Pritchard with the ball sometimes. I thought that ball was deflected, no? That just went straight out? Huh. It's hard to see the camera angle there. That's a corner, right? No, it wasn't. We never get a corner. Automatic goal kick. I could have sworn that. Yeah, see, I thought that got deflected. Didn't you see it angle off to a quick turn to the right? And, geez, Pritchard with the ball wide again. That's bad first touch. Tries to cross it low. Ball's out in the middle. Picked up. Not a great touch by Jones there. They got the ball. New player with it. Abbie. Right, I think it's Abbie. Pritchard again. Chips it with her off foot. Way over to Amber. And blast. Oh, wow. Who was that struck the ball? Yeah, that was a long blast that tested the keeper. He had to dive to her left at the edge of two. That was Karen's, yeah. Corner for Wrexham. Short kick. There it is. Knocked around. Oh, Pritchard settles it, but geez, another. There it is. There it is. Come on. Wow. Hey, someone runs up to the keeper who's on the ground because she was trying to get to the ball, and they run up and slam into her for getting anywhere near the keeper. But there wasn't even threatening to run into the keeper, just waiting to see if she was able to wrangle the ball or not. And she gets Jones gets checked for no reason. I'm doing an awful play-by-play, but this game is so physical. There's so much going on. Back and forth with the ball. Looks like Jones slicing it out to Pritchard on the right. Intercepted here. Knocked it. That was definitely out. How's that not out? That was Lily Jones. Wow. Just absolutely forearm knocking her off the ball, which they're allowing. No need to actually play the ball. Shaun joining in on the chat. How did you do? Really late tackle as usual. Hey, a yellow card. Can you believe that? The ref has joined the game. Yeah, that was soft compared to what Kehoe gets away with. You're absolutely right. Bad passing again. Cardiff tries to get a player down the left. It's interception. Pritchard with the ball down the right. Not a great lead pass there. Easy for what is this? Come on. I'm giving you the. This is the Cardiff City defender. No one near her and down. How was that a corner? I thought it went out on the side. I'll take a corner. I must be watching a totally different game. Certainly than the linesman and the ref. That is not good service from that corner. Yep. Maybe you're a little bit ahead of me, Hugh. Am I behind again? No, I got 79.07. Wow. Shaun did well. Cardiff breaking away here. Pritchard gets back, knocks it out, and Cardiff takes a dive. Wrexham throwing the ball in now. Good job, Shaun. Dangerous playing it around the back, losing the ball. Jeez, I'm not feeling comfortable when we go back to our keeper there, our new keeper. Love it with the ball on the far side. Does not connect on her long ball. Cardiff gives us the ball by drilling it immediately out of bounds. Just had a mini panic. Usually I'm not in YouTube watching a game, and when I'm in YouTube, I'm glancing at our stream. Our stream has, for YouTube, we have 17 people watching. It was up higher earlier, but I'm seeing the game in YouTube, and I looked down and it said 911 people watching, and I just started to I felt a knot welling up in my throat. I'm like, oh, there's 900 people watching this? No, there's 900 people watching the woman's game. Wrexham throws it in the far side. Cardiff with a breakaway. Awful, awful defense. That was just horrendous, horrendous defense. So we had lost the high line. We had only 2 defenders back. They played it deep down the right side. 2 defenders aren't paying any attention. One of them runs into Sharp. Who was that in the middle that just was not in good position? Tried to hip check her, misses, and takes out Sharp instead. Leaves the goalie one-on-one. Keeper comes out. Really can't do much from there. Is that Phoebe? I don't know who that was. Who that is? That was bad. Yeah, I mean, I would like Dell back, but I don't. I mean, Dell sometimes came up with amazing plays. Maybe she would have there. That's not on the keeper though. That's on some really bad defense. Our spacing there was awful. How that Cardiff player was unmarked, and there was that much room for them to have that run. I mean, they've largely only been linking up on that right side. Granted, that wasn't as wide as most of the plays. Still, you had to be prepared for that. They weren't. What I had said before is like the Cardiff and Swansea teams seem like they're just faster overall, and late in the game, they end up getting these long breakaways where they end up one-on-one with the keeper and they score. So again, that turns a 1-0 game into a 2-0. Makes it look like it wasn't as close as it was. But who is that on defense? Who is 14? They look atrociously slow. It's got to be one of the new players. Wrexham down the right side. Cross does not link up. Cardiff had their whole defense and some back there. Very easily covered that. Not enough Wrexham players moving forward to help with that attack. Now there's some players forward. Ball gets sliced in on the left. No one making a run at it. Looks like a handball. Flop by Cardiff, no call. Maybe they're just playing advantage. Finally, ball gets near Lovett, so she does what she does and stops that run. Quickly gets it up. Yeah, a lot of cheap crap again by Cardiff, slowing our run going back the other way. Yeah, a little. I'll hit your foot from behind so that I can get the play stopped. Yeah, can someone tell me who that is? Who's 14? Like, they don't have that listed on our website. Long blast in from Wrexham, way wide. 86-15 now. Yeah, that's Natalie Clark. Okay, thank you, Deandra. That's one of the new pickups. Don't want to be mean, but you know that maybe she's been playing the whole game and she's just gassed, but she looks not good at all right now. Extremely slow to the ball, not playing the angles. That second goal was definitely her fault. That was her player that got away from her, and then she ran in and took out Sharp trying to get back and help out. Then just gave up the ball again on the left side. So obviously, first game of the season, things will get better, but Wrexham gets the ball back. Decent pass ahead. I think that's Amber on the far left. Tries to pass it around. Yeah, Kane's. Oh, Pritchard tries to use her left foot. Tried to hook it in. Ball just goes wide. Much better play there. Again, Pritchard really makes things happen when she's on the pitch, and I'm maybe it's because Cardiff's tired, but um, I really wish she had been out in the first half. Wrexham plays back to their keeper. Wrexham not fast enough to get back to a good lead pass down the left. Cardiff kind of panics. I think they had time there. They just blasted out. Wrexham tries to throw it in quickly. I don't know what happened. I guess they blew it dead. I don't know if she lifted her foot or something. Yeah, Denise. Pritchard's definitely one of my favorite players on the women's team. Yeah, I think we could have been a little bit more aggressive up front. We have to find a way to get it to our forwards. Lovett gets a little payback by finally showing Cardiff what we've been dealing with all game, which is a shoulder to the back when we're not looking. Yeah. Another sub coming in, 90th minute. We only got 2 minutes of extra time. Ball crossed in, just absolutely missed by a bunch of Wrexham players. Stolen by Jones. She blasted down the right side. Keeper is more than a third of the way up the field to stop that break. What the heck? I don't know. I've seen that before. That's quite a ways out there. She must think it's that 7-on-7 tournament. I will say that really stopped the Wrexham run. If it wasn't for that keeper, we would have had a really good shot there. Cardiff player on the ground just kicking people, and of course they give her the ball. I mean, she was able to take out two of the Wrexham women, so that's worthy of getting the ball back, right? Doesn't matter. Oh my goodness. Someone went by. I think she might have brushed next to the Cardiff player, and of course, dramatics ensue. I know I have no idea what's going on. Theatrics in that dive was ridiculous. And there it is. Yeah, Natalie Clark is not getting my player of the game. Maybe Cardiff's player of the game, but not my player of the game. Oh, thank God I never. It was 2-0. I thought I had hit the scoreboard, but maybe I hadn't. So mad I didn't want to give them that score. Is a Cardiff player on the ground? Do they realize that acting now doesn't get them an advantage in the next game? I'm just watching the post game here interview. Not the most ideal start, but Cardiff is obviously one of the teams that we're shooting to try to beat in this league. Overall, I think we looked pretty good against them. Promising signs, I think, right, for the first game of the year. Um, so, yeah, I mean, we can't be too hard on them. I'm not as Shaun's a Canadian. He's super nice. I'm a little more blunt with my comments about players and if it's good or bad, at least what I think. So yeah, I apologize if I'm too harsh on the players, but there's definitely stuff to clean up. I wonder how much they're going to tweak the lineup. I definitely say that Pritchard needs to be on the field more. Not sure who's hurt and who wasn't, and if the only reason why you brought Rosie off is because of the yellow card, which I understand. But next game is not against Cardiff or Swansea, so I would expect us to have a much better result, and hopefully they will. DeAndre, no, no one's criticizing them harder than me, DeAndre. So yeah, you're always going to pale in comparison there. Yeah, I mean, it's I guess it's ridiculous to be that hard first game of the season, right? And I thought they did plenty of things well. I just think the second half of the game we weren't bringing the same energy, and I don't think our midfield was linking up with our forwards. I think they got to relook at how they're doing that, get them close together. Too many long balls to covered players that just weren't connecting. We were just giving the ball away. Defense was pretty good. Lovett was incredible. Cardiff couldn't get anything done. All they kept doing was picking her on the right side. She was pretty much by herself the whole time, not getting a ton of help, and she was able to play against what appeared to be far faster players, and just did an incredible job over there. So, if I was giving a woman of the match, I would give it to her. I don't know what you guys think, but I thought she was great defensively. Helped keep us in the game in the first half when it was chance after chance down that right side. Where Cardiff, I believe, has an advantage. The pace of their forwards is incredible. So for our defense to hold up, that was great. Like I said, passing needs to get better. Our connections into the final third. Got to get our forwards more involved. And I think I'd make some lineup changes. Love it, yeah. Wasn't it Love It on the right side? I didn't get that wrong, did I? Yeah, I thought, yeah, love it. She has blonde hair, big ponytail. She was, I thought she was incredible out there. Um, so she stood out for me. I don't know that there were too many other players. Pritchard stood out when she finally got out onto the field. Rosie usually shines, but they just never really got her the ball. Yeah, and I thought Sharp played well. Um, she was pretty decent out there. No one else for me stood out too much. You know, I don't know if anyone else would want to call out another player. Um, yeah, good start to the season. You know, you couldn't be expecting a Cardiff victory even if it was at home. But I think that's good signs that we're still on our upward progression in this league. And maybe the next time we play Cardiff in a month or two, we'll have a much better job. We'll have our lineup tweaked. We'll clean up some of the issues we saw today. I mean, we have Swansea in a couple weeks, so we'll have another tough chance then. Hopefully, we'll right the ship next week and start that roll going. Yeah, you just want to beat Cardiff. Yeah, you know, there's the Welsh rivalry, right? It would be nice to take one from both Swansea and Cardiff this season. And like I said, the first time we play Swansea is I think it's in 2 weeks. Back at the Rock. So I think I would have liked a little bit more time to kind of get the team gelling and feel like they had some momentum or on a roll before we played them. But it is what it is, and hopefully we're ready for that game. Yeah, I agree, DeAndre. Robert Jones and Hughes just could not get it going. Anytime they did have the ball, they were blanketed. Like they were, it was a struggle just to corral the ball because the passes were coming in so slow to the forwards. The defenders were able to get on top of them and disrupt them from being able to control the ball well. And we always seem to have a good four back for Cardiff. And whereas we often had one defender covering almost half the field by themselves. And then in that one where Natalie and got beat in the back, we just had two defenders that weren't anywhere near the player and was able to split the defense and go one-on-one with the keeper. So, yeah, I mean, we got some stuff to clean up. Yep. First game of the season. Overall, it doesn't look like we fell back, that we regressed. I think we're picking up where we left off. A little rusty, but that's first game of the season. So thank you all for joining today. I hope I did a decent enough job, considering that Shaun was off trying to raise money for the Terry Fox run. Very good cause, obviously. And we're also, Shaun's looking to get a little bit of a break. He's got a lot going on with the new house and his family and everything, stuff at his job. So if there is someone who'd like to step in and do these games, I can move back to kind of producing, and you can do the play-by-play and keep the banter. And what you basically have to do is watch the game and kind of look at the chat and engage and talk to the chat here and there. I've set a very low bar for you. I'm sure any of you would be great at it. If you are interested, reach out to Shaun. I'll produce in the background, do my best to make you look good. And yeah, so if you're interested in potentially running the Sunday games, the women's games, have at it. I don't want to. I think it's a great community that we have going here. So if no one's going to step up, I will. but I think it would be kind of neat. Some of you have a great perspective on the game, and if you'd like to come in, run the show all yourself, or if you think no, that's a little too much, and you would want to like tag team the first one, I'd be willing to do that with you. So you guys think about it, and if anyone's interested, reach out and we can set up some time. Make sure that your setup's ready to go. And yeah, Giselle, Denise, Dawn, Deandra, anybody, right? So think about it. Otherwise, I will see you guys tomorrow night if you're able to make the game, Birmingham game. I can't believe you guys would miss that, but go Wrexham, right? And I think I'm going to sign off for today. Really glad that you guys showed up. It was a good chat room as usual. Yeah, no one's missing tomorrow's game. All right, I'm going to be signing off here. You all have a great rest of your weekend, and tomorrow night, go Wrexham. Take it easy.